This VAWatchdog.org news video is brought to you by Bergman & Moore, LLC. Former VA attorneys now fighting VA for you. Call Bergman & Moore at 877-838-2889 or on the web at vetlawyers.com.
After a brief motorcade ride from Barack Obama's transition office in the Loop to Soldier Field, he met disabled Iraq War veteran Tammy Duckworth. The former Army helicopter pilot lost both legs in combat 4 years ago tomorrow. Obama and Duckworth laid a wreath at the Bronze Veterans Memorial in front of Soldier Field. After several moments of what appeared to be quiet reflection, both saluted. With Duckworth setting the pace, they walked back to their vehicles.
Well, we've sent our troops to war, but were we prepared for the aftermath? Were we prepared for them to come home? Now, we're back with Director of Illinois Department of Veterans Affairs, Tammy Duckworth, and Director of Iraq and Afghanistan Veterans of America, Paul Rickoff. Now, we're also here with Congressman Bob Filner, who's chairman of the House Committee on Veterans Affairs, and Fox military analyst Colonel David Hunt. This is a serious problem, and guys, as I said, we did talk to the VA. They were the first people that we asked to come here. And so they gave us a person to talk to, and we talked to them for a while, and they committed and then backed out. But I do want to say some of the things that the VA had to say. They said critics who say the VA needs overhaul obviously haven't been at the VA.
Okay, I've been through the VA.
Tell that to Tammy.
Yeah.
Well, I'm just saying what they said. They believe that their health care system is considered the best in the entire country. They think they're leaders in student and home loans, that you may hear about something, anecdotal situations that are infrequent, and that would be true with any good healthcare system or any good hospital. They have the largest number of mental health professionals in the world. They say they offer exceptional care, are leaders in traumatic brain injury research, and that they're screening everyone who comes to the VA. But that only started like a year ago in screening for traumatic brain injury. They have a massive campaign on suicide awareness, and the fact that soldiers are lost in the bureaucracy is just, quote, not true.
And somebody's lying to their teeth again.
Yeah.
I mean, the problem you've got is that there's not that care and concern for these people, period. If you weren't doing the show today, no one would be talking about it.
What I wanted to have here, and I think we have, is had an intelligent discussion about a major issue that we need to turn our attention to. And I did invite the VA here, I did invite the Department of Defense here, and invite you here now. This isn't about throwing somebody under the bus, it's about having a discussion so we can mobilize our populace to march up Capitol Hill if necessary to get the attention that we need to do the things that Colonel Hunt is talking about. And one of the big problems we have is PTSD, obviously. And this has to be dealt with. It's real. We can spend $100 billion, $700 billion to bail out this company and these fat cats on Wall Street, and we can't spend that money for the men and women that have fought for America? That's a load of crap. And, you know, we said 300,000, it is underreported. And for those of you that are veterans out there, over 1 million of you, I want to talk about what the symptoms are for PTSD, because you may have it and not even know it, okay? So here they are. I want to click through them. Number one, exposure to a traumatic event. The event is persistently re-experienced. And by that I mean the emotions, the feelings, even visual aspects of it, you continue to re-experience as though it was happening all over again. You tend to avoid stimuli associated with the trauma. There's a numbing of your general responsiveness. The arousal symptoms are not present before the trauma. This is something that you didn't do before that you do experience now. I'm going to have all of the symptom checklist on drphil.com so you can look at it there and go and ask those questions of your health care providers. We'll be right back. Well, we've been talking about something very important today, and for more information on what you can do to support our vets, please go to drphil.com. Look, we're coming into the holiday season, and as I said, we've all got concerns and and we want to count our blessings. But you know what? We need to help those that need some help. And there is no one more deserving than the men and women in the United States military. So let's look for ways to do that. I would like to thank Congressman Bob Filner. Thank you for being here, Congressman. I so appreciate it. Tammy Duckworth, thank you for being here. Paul Reichhoff, thank you so much. Colonel David Hunt, Dr. Lawless, thank you for being here. Maggie Lockridge and Dr. Michael Groth, thank you so much for what you're doing for all of these vets. Wow. Tell me the website that these veterans can go to that are watching the show today.
Communityofveterans.org. If you're a vet and you need help, go there. We're bridging the gap between what the VA is doing and what they need to be doing. And even if you're not a vet, go to that website, pass it around, help us spread the word. Communityofveterans.org.
Communityofveterans.org. We'll have a link on drphil.com. You can click there. It will throw you right to that website if you're a veteran. Just know you are not forgotten, and I am going to keep this bright light turned on top of this with y'all's help. We are going to beat the drum until something happens. Thanks for being here. So long.
VAWatchdog.org, the nation's #1 independent veterans website. On the web at VAWatchdog.org.